Hi, how are you? Oh, get myself comfy. Well, who'd have thought? Thank you very much for all the lovely comments and likes that I got for yesterday's video. Took me a little bit by surprise, really, a bit overwhelmed with it. So I thought, well, why not? Let's carry on. Let's do another one. I'll try and do them as often as I can and as long as people keep watching them. So really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Before we get into this one, there's just a few people I want to thank, really. First of all, I want to thank all the brands that I represent that have supported me over the years. They've been very good to me. They've looked after me. They've looked after my customers. Yes, you know, things can happen in manufacturing, in printing, and you know, these things do happen. But it's a mark of a company that gets things sorted at the end of the day, and they've always been good to me, and I've only represented brands that I knew that could service my customers like yourself to the standard that I expected. So big thank you to them. And also at this moment in time, I'd like to thank the staff of these companies. Some of them are able to work remotely, but the majority of them are still making the effort to get into the office every day. They're processing the orders. Obviously, we've got the guys in the warehouse, the printers. So I'd like to thank them for trying to keep the wheels of industry going. To not only is it supporting me, but obviously it's supporting you as their customer as well. So we're doing our best to keep the supply chain going. The product is there, like I said in yesterday's video. Obviously, we just need a consumer out there spending their money, and that is going to be the difficult thing. So what I've done today is I've just made a few notes of a few bullet points, really, of what I'd like to just say today on this video. I'm going to keep them short, keep them brief, not going to ramble on like I normally do. So I hope you enjoy this one as well. I'm not an entertaining guy, apart from a funny face, but other than that, you know, let's get on to it. The basic things you can do, like all times really, particularly if you're in retail, you're always got your quiet times, and that allows you to do things. So you know, it's tidying up, putting files away, having a dust round, changing displays and things like that. But I think the important thing you need to focus on today is going back over your old quotes. I've touched on this before on social media. Some people have been very positive about it. Some people, to my surprise, said they don't even do it. But you've probably got a drawer full or a file full of quotes that have never materialised. They haven't been turned into sales. They're still sitting there. You may not even know if that customer has purchased somewhere, or if they just put it temporarily on hold and nobody's bothered to go back and chase them up on it. So go through your old quotes drawer today or over the coming week, and just pull out those quotes. It doesn't matter if you did them a year ago. Just ring the people up and say, look, I'm taking the opportunity now while it's quiet to have a sort through. I've come across the quote we done for you. You know, is it something that you had done, or is it something you're still thinking about? And get in conversation with the customer. They may say, oh, we've had that done, but we are looking at having this done. And it can happen. And if they are still thinking of going ahead with it, maybe now's the time to give them an incentive to do it, offer them a little bit of additional discount, because at the end of the day, a little bit of profit is going to be better than no profit. At the end of the day, you've got to survive and get through this for the next 4 or 5 months possibly. So if you can generate business even on a smaller profit, then now is the time to do it. You can go back to your normal working practices after this period is over, but for the time being, you've got to do what it takes to get the business in. So think of an incentive or a discount that you could offer a customer if it is possible. I would also say to the people that are relying on word of mouth, and there's a few of my customers, they've been very successful at it for 5, 10, 20 years, where their business is still being generated by word of mouth. Now you've got to think about this, because people are not going to be going to their golf clubs, people are not going to be going to their social clubs, they're not going to be going around to their neighbours for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, because they're self-isolating. The only way you're going to communicate that is through social media. So what I would say to you is, particularly if you've got the quotes in your drawer, get on the phone, get them out. But I would also say to you people on social media that are not actively promoting your business, I can guarantee that you have got a high percentage of your followers that don't even know what you do. They read your posts, you know, you'll put pictures up of the grandchildren, you'll put pictures up of your holiday, but probably nowhere in your feed, unless you've got a specific page for your business, are you putting up pictures of what you actually do and showing people fabrics that you've just ordered in, wallpaper samples you've just ordered in. So be very proactive in doing that now. It's all part of the process of attracting business to you. You know, I go to many towns where you've got curtain makers, upholsterers and retailers. I mean, the same as me. Let me use me as the analogy, is that I sometimes talk to other reps, other agents, even talk to my customers, and it will come up in conversation, oh, you must call on so-and-so. And I'll just, well, no, I've never heard of them. There are so many people out there that you just are not aware of, that I've been trading for like 20, 30 years, but you don't know who they are, and it's very bizarre. And it will be the same for you. People won't know what you do. So think about that, start getting images. I know you're probably not going to get a lot of, at this moment in time, new project work to be able to put online, but put something up that you did 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Just repost it, older images that you may have already posted about 18 months ago. Repost them again, because you'll have new followers now, so new people will be seeing them. And you've got to be creative and start thinking like this. You can't now just rely on word of mouth business, because that is going to start to diminish, and if it hasn't already. If you're in retail, now is a great time to take a look at your shop display. Change it round. You're not getting people coming in now, so if you take a proactive decision now to think about your displays, swap them around, change your windows, because when people do start coming back in, your shop will be all ready to go. You've got to now start thinking ahead. You know, obviously it's a two-stage thing. You've got to think about how you're going to get business now, and you've got to think about how the business is going to come when this is over. And you want to be at the forefront of that. You want the people to come to you when this is all over. You've got to give them a reason for want to come to you. And if you're existing customers of yours that come in your shop on a regular basis, if they just suddenly pop in one day and they see that you've changed your display, they'll think, oh wow, you know, things have happened in here, they've got new stuff here. It might be stuff that you've had on the floor for 12 months, but because you've moved it, they think it's new. So now is the time to do that. Be proactive and get your display looking good. Make sure it's nice and clean, good tickets and nicely presented. You've got plenty of time now on your hands to do that. And you know, prepare for things when this is over. It's all very well saying it's gone very quiet, we're not doing business, but like I've said, you need to be at the forefront of people's minds when this is over and they've got the confidence to come out to the shops and start spending money. Make sure you are the one that they go to. Do the things that you've been putting off. You know, it may be that your office has been a mess for a long time and it just needs a good spring clean, needs a good tidy up. Now is the time to do it. Use this time wisely. Yes, you're not getting an income at the moment, but there's nothing to stop you being proactive in getting your business in the right shape for when things do come. You know, get rid of all the clutter. archive all your old files. And if you've got big piles of old quotes, like I've said previously, is just ring the people up and just say, you know, even if it's a quote you done 5 years ago, ring the people up. Even if they had it done, they may be now thinking of having it done again. Maybe not today, but maybe towards the end of the year or beginning of next year. And you want to be there. You want to be grabbing that business. And the last thing really is that we all take a holiday every year. We all take, whether we go away or not, we always take a week off, 2 weeks off. Some people I know take 3 weeks off, depending on where they're going. That's not going to happen this year. You know, until such time the government says to the hotels and the guest houses, shut your doors, don't accept any more visitors. These people are actually still open. So we've got to support these small bed and breakfast places and guest houses. So, you know, go away for a long weekend and support them. But what I would say is that if your plans have been completely changed, like mine, I had a 2-week holiday planned, which I'm still in the process of sorting out, is that take it now. I know a lot of my, well not a lot, but a few of my customers, they actually shut their business for 2 weeks. They put a close sign on the shop, say back in whatever date. Do that now, take your 2 weeks off now, because, I mean, Boris Johnson said yesterday he's looking at a turn in this in 12 weeks' time. Now, he didn't actually clarify what he meant by that. Is that when we're going to hit the peak and start coming down the other side, or is that at the point where they start to see things improving in terms of the spread of the virus? But you've got to think 3 months away isn't that long. It will go very quickly. May not feel quickly when you haven't got an income coming in, but you know, these things do change quickly. Certainly if they bring in something to combat the virus and they can actually get rid of it quicker than was previously planned. We just don't know. It's unknown for all of us, but please be proactive. Don't think it is the end of the world. It may feel like it, but it's not. You've got to stay upbeat, you've got to stay proactive. It is your business. You have put your money, your time, your love into your business, and the last thing you want to do is let your little baby go. You want to keep it, you want to hold on to it, so you've got to fight for it. Fight for your business, and that's all I can say. So I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you listening. I don't want to come across as if I am trying to dictate to you how to run your business. How you run your business is your business, basically, nothing to do with me. What I want to try and do is give you some tips and advice from past experience. I mean, I am at the back end of my career now, sadly. A lot of you are just started out. Some of you are, you know, midway through your career. And you want to hold on to what you've got. So these are just tips and advice that I'm giving you. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just trying to help you get through this period of time. If there's any subject matter that you would like me to discuss on these little videos, and like I say, I'm not sure. I'd like to do them daily. That's probably not going to be possible. But just put in the comments what you would like to hear from me. If I can help, then I will. Some will be a little bit shorter than others. Like I say, I don't want to ramble on and you know, try and ram everything down your throat. You know, as a business, what you've got to do. You've just got to implement it. You've got to stay focused, stay positive, and implement the changes that you need to make. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Look at ways of bringing business in. Look at ways of offering discounts and incentives to your customers. And as I said earlier in the video, is that a small turnover, a small margin is better than having none at all. And that's basically it. So if you want an update on my brands, rather than give you all their websites, if you go to my website, which is johnfnorthwood.co.uk, all the links are on there, the telephone numbers are on there. I'm happy for you to contact me if you need sampling, to place orders, any questions, queries. You can leave your comments below with regards to the ideas you would like from these videos. But other than that, I would like to wish you well. Have a great weekend. And, oh, there's my iPad just fallen on the floor. Yeah, I'll catch up with you again soon. So look after yourselves. Take care.